Did me fucking wrong. Yeah, why you had to switch on me, babe, babe. Did me fucking wrong. Yeah, why you had to switch on me, babe, babe. Did me fucking wrong. Baby, you know that I love you, you know that I can't just forget it. I gotta run these numbers, baby.
We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans and we are Americans.
No one is illegal on stolen land. I guess I want to say I'm up here as a granddaughter of an immigrant. I wouldn't be here.
نمی‌هرازیم. ما شروع کننده نیستیم. ما به کسی ظلم نمیخوایم بکنیم. به کشوری حمله نمیخوایم بکنیم. اما در مقابل اون کسی که طمع داشته باشه حمله بخواد بکنه، اذیت بکنه، ملت ایران مشت محکمی بود خواهد.
Well, there it is. It's official. Puerto Rico's finest, Bad Bunny, will be the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show in February on NBC and Peacock. Bad Bunny, he's a 3-time Grammy winner and the most streamed artist in the world.
And we are live. Welcome to Modern Perspective Podcast, y'all. This is the Super Bowl pre-game show. And you know we're going to the Seahawks. Y'all already know that, man. I got my boy Eli up here. Ali up here. I got Amin. We got Z. We got Jasmine. And we doing a Sunday live stream. We having a great-ass Sunday, man. Blessed Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We just blessed with all types of fucking gifts from God, for real. Z, go ahead and crack it off.
Sure. That part, well, as you see, it's Super Bowl Sunday to all the football watchers. I hope your team win, and if not, make sure you pay up them bets. But as we saw in the video, our first topic for tonight is, our Grammy nominees who won using the platform as an opportunity to speak out against ICE. And we saw that, Billy said that, you can't be an immigrant on stolen land. We have a lot of artists and a lot of celebrities who are related to immigrants who, came over here by themselves and became citizens. So just how y'all feeling about them being able to use that platform to speak out against what's going on in the world?
Whoever want to go first.
I'll go first.
Let Jasmine go first.
It's good that they're speaking out on their platform and they're using today's events to shine a lighter story for everything, but it's just the timing. I feel like all of these celebrities, they have been quiet for some time, and now ICE is getting them routed up, but we haven't heard much about certain topics that I won't name right now, but ICE is definitely one of the major topics, but I feel like it's only due to certain race and ethnicities that match with those artists, because some of those artists that are now speaking out were quiet for last Super Bowl, last Grammys. They were quiet for last year. They were quiet for riots and marching and all type of things that had to do with people of color.
No, facts. I agree with that.
Real shit. That was a response.
Yeah, I agree with that. They should be more vocal when it comes down to other ethnic problems versus just the ICE and the borders and all of this other stuff. But let's be real here. Everybody that spoke out is Americans. Bad Bunny is from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is an American state. So therefore, he talking about we. No, them, because nigga, you Puerto Rican. Second, when you look into Billie Eilish's house, you'll see that her house was built on recent stolen land, not back when they migrated over here. Her new house that she lives in, the land that she built it on is on stolen land. So you talking about stolen land, yet your house is on stolen land. Buy the land and then we can say something. So I just feel like you have to dot your I's and cross your T's when it comes down to when you decide to speak on certain things, because if you got skeletons in your closet, eventually what's done in the dark is going to come to the light, and a lot of people are exposing them because of what they said in the Grammys. If you got family members that are immigrants, but they came here legally and they did the things that they need to do, ICE, they might look at their stuff and probably detain them or arrest them, but as soon as they do the background check and they see everything legit, they gonna let them go free, as long as they don't do no extra resisting or anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right,
I mean,
then.
what's your thoughts?
I agree with both of the other people's points. I feel like celebrities do pick and choose what to speak out on, depending
Yep.
on, you know, very specific things. And I didn't know that information about Billie Eilish or whatever her name is, living on stolen land. That was a good wad of information to get. And I feel like I just take things that celebrities say with a grain of salt, and
Yep.
try to look into it more, because they pick and choose, like Jazz was saying. They pick and choose, and if you're not consistent with your views, then it's like, what are you really saying?
A whole
I
bunch of
feel like
bullshit.
everybody had a good. I feel like everybody had a real good perspective on the topic. And my first thing when it came to like celebrities in Hollywood, especially people on the Grammys, because a lot of people didn't show up to the Grammys also. A lot of, and in the past, like we have even had like a Grammys like boycott. So like the Grammys is like a very like it's a touchy award when it comes to just for cultural people, and the fact that we had actual artists that had the balls to speak up about actual political things. Like usually stars and people in the industry, they never talk about political issues. They actually tell them, hey, you can't talk about political issues because you signed a contract saying you can't say this, you can't say that. Just like Kai Cenat can't talk about God because he signed a contract. Well, he was going to sign a contract with Nike, but Nike said you can't talk about God. You see what I'm saying? Which is a crazy ass statement for Nike to even say on period. But it's just crazy how like they actually used one of the biggest platforms to promote something that was political. That's political. And that's something you rarely see when it comes to Grammys and stars and all this. So I thought this was just the most groundbreakingest thing, on top of the fact you're being a part of the Super Bowl, which is one of the most seen things. So not only are you talking about one of the most craziest things in under Trump's administration when it comes to ICE, you're talking about, we're talking about like, my bad, y'all, I just lost my train of thought, but y'all kind of have a good understanding of what I was talking about, though. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
My
Yeah, I
perspective,
feel.
because I don't want to keep drawing out on this on the conversation of this topic on top of that too.
Right.
No, I feel what all of y'all are saying, and I get both sides as far as they don't speak out enough about everything. Like there are certain topics, of course, not to be mentioned right now. This is not the time for that. But it is the timing. Y'all waited until y'all were in front of a big screen, but also because they knew who was gonna be watching. You knew who was gonna be watching, you knew who was gonna be there. So maybe that's the time that they felt like it, but they post on social media on a regular basis. They're promoting their albums and promoting themselves, but not actually advocating for what you want to get on stage and advocate for. So yes, it was, I don't know if groundbreaking would be the word I would use. Yes, it was, a very important moment for them to use that stage to speak out against it. However, I feel like, there are plenty other times. This has been going on for years. This is not the first year this has gone on. This is not, the first time that we have constantly been seeing this. It's been coming back. And then it dies, and then it comes back, and then it dies, or it rather doesn't die. It just, goes quiet. So, like I said, I get both sides of it. But yet again, another topic, our next topic would be something else that you don't hear many people talking about, as far as the wars that are being started by, the United States president and Iran, speaking against it and saying that, they are more peaceful. They're not really going to do this confrontation thing, but if necessary, they would attack. How do y'all feel about that? Like the fact that this man is out here
I go
provoking
last on
other
that one.
nations.
I go
Okay.
last on that one.
I'll say
I'll go first because I
okay.
know because I feel like Jasmine got to really think about it, and want to really dissect it too. And from my perspective, like this war has been going on for a long period of time. So this ain't just a war that just happened. Like they've been fighting over land for a decade. I mean, like for years. You know what I'm saying? For thousands of years, they've been fighting over this damn land. So and then Israel is the one who's instigating everything at this point. Like period. Like that's what's going on. They're saying, hey, we don't want war. We don't want to fight America and Israel at the same time. We want to keep our country. We want to save our citizens. And like, what do you do as a president of a country? All you wanted to do is to bring peace. But if you're being attacked, what can you do besides revolt? It's like if you're pushed to a wall, what can you do besides attack? And that's how I just see the situation. It's like, you know. And on top of that, if you're a religious person, or a Christian religious person, like this is like basically stuff in the Bible. Like everything we're talking about has already been prophesied. Oh, like all this was supposed to happen. So it's a very deep spiritual war going on. That it's just like I don't understand. Like even if you're not even into like stuff going on like world news, is something like I feel like everybody should understand. Like when it comes to Israel and Iran.
Jazz.
So my insight on that is basically like you said, when it's a spiritual warfare going on, and you have people in office that don't really care about what happens after they've already tore up the world. It's like, what can you do, especially if you don't have a say so, if you know your say so doesn't really work. We have the electoral college that we have to go through and get picked for elections, and that really doesn't even count. It's already set in stone. So everything is just a stage, and with the wars that's going on and everything that's being progressed, it's only gonna end in the time that we don't want to end. We all know Revelations, we all know what's to come, but nobody wants to do better to get prepared or try to prevent some of the things from happening sooner. Everyone just wants to attack each other, defend, protect. And when it's nations that's going back and forth and hand to hand, everyone has to be safe. How can you protect your people, our people? Everyone has a life. Everyone has to live.
Man, Zanaya, before I go, because I got some information.
Yeah, I feel what y'all mean because, like you said, this is a worldwide thing. This is a national thing. This is not just United States against Iran and Israel being the negotiator. This is not high school. This is reality. Like, and in the time period that we're in, we hear everybody saying the revolution. I mean, excuse me, the revolution is being televised, and I see a lot of people going on these newscastings and speaking out against it, but I'm not hearing solutions. I'm just hearing problems. I'm not hearing peace. I'm just hearing let's just go to war with this. Like I feel like we lose sight when we are in the fog, and it makes me want to continue to do what I'm doing behind these screens. Because what people present on screen, they're not always doing that. Just slightly going back to the Grammys, they talking about it on screen. But yet again, when you go home, you're not doing the research of what's actually going on and making sure you're knowing the history. You're not doing that. You just speaking out against it and then going back to sit in your California king size bed, going about the rest of your day instead of worrying about all the world, not just the United States, not just Iran, not just Africa, not
Yeah.
just you're not worrying about the entire world. You're just worrying about where you are, acting like everything doesn't affect us as well. So now,
I agree.
Ahmed, do you want to go for Ali? Because Ali finna drop it now.
Man, I'm in finna drop that bomb. I already know.
I'll go real quick. I just it kind of the first thing I thought when I heard the topic was, I don't know if it was the beginning of this year or last year, but I remember there were talks about Trump taking money from the like defunding some of the education, the money that's set aside for education to invest into warfare. So it kind of made me think about like this was kind of been his plan. Like I feel like this was one of his goals on his checklist to like, I need to set some off while I'm in office. I'm setting some off this time. Like I need to make history. I don't feel like his intentions are good at all. and that's kind of what I thought of. Like taking money from other means, like just to invest into warfare before there's even a war. I feel like you kind of are setting your intentions already.
Your motive.
They're not the best.
All right, so let me drop some jewels. This war has been getting ready to transpire before October 7th with Gaza. And that was back in 2023. That's why when Trump got in office, he started to defund other programs in the world that the federal government is funding and putting it towards the Department of War. And with that, this is something that's already came about. So you got to look at that. You also have to look at that the dollar is depleting in America. And also you have to look at Iran being probably the biggest country that we get oil from. A lot of people don't know that. They think we get oil from Saudi Arabia or Dubai or whatever. No, most of American oil comes from Iran. And the reason that they're trying to go to war is because, one, the petrodollar is going down and nobody want to really use American dollar anymore. They're trying to get everybody to transfer to BRIC, which is another currency. And we have Israel on our side too, but that's a whole different story on a whole different topic on a whole different debate. But so the petrodollar is going down, and then Trump already taking funds for the war, for the Department of War. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that China and Russia, even though they are American allies, they also hit Iran with some ballistic missiles. They gave them ballistic missiles to get ready for this upcoming war that's going to happen. I'm not saying that it might happen. It will happen. It's definitely going to happen. And the reason why is because Iran has a nuke. And Israel don't want Iran to have a nuke because they feel like if they nuke them, they're going to try to nuke them back. You feel me? So they right now, they are literally going through a nuke negotiation. But Israel and America wants to pretty much have them stop, like give up all of their ballistic missiles and give up their nuke.
Mm-hmm.
Iran is like, we're not giving up no ballistic missiles, but we'll negotiate the nuke. But I don't think Iran is going to give up that nuke because they already know what's going to transpire if they do.
They do.
So with all of that being said, and most of our money is going to the country with the white flag and the blue star. If due to the fact that they're supporting us and pretty much running all of our media when it comes down to pornography, entertainment, news, all of that type of stuff, that automatically makes us allies and we got to ride with them. Now, as a Muslim, I'm going to tell you, Iran is a Muslim country and they promote peace. When you go back and look at times like around the Ottoman Empire, they never really started war. They always finished it though. Mm-hmm. And that's what Iran is trying to do. They're not trying to fight. They're not trying to do none of that. They want a war. They want to live in peace and harmony with the other countries. But at the same time, if you're going to start something, hey, what Lil Jon say, don't start none, won't be none.
Mm.
And that's pretty much what he's saying in this meeting. So
he said it so peacefully too. Like if you just listen to how he was talking, like he said it so peacefully. Like he really trying to show y'all like he not playing. And that's really what people don't forget is that the people that are the calmest is the ones that you should be most scared of. The ones who loud and they doing all this extra stuff. You ain't talking about name.
Because think about this, right? When we get into this war, if China already gave Iran some ballistic missiles, whose side do you think they gonna take? They're not gonna take America's side because they don't even want nothing to do with Israel. They gonna go straight to Iran. And who is America afraid of the most that know that can really fuck them up? China. So they trying to prevent this from happening, but at the same time, Netanyahu is like, oh no, we got to get them, we got to get them, we got to get them because of other reasons that, that's a religious thing. So I had to break that down to something totally different. We ain't got the time for that. But pretty much, yeah, if when this war happens, and if Russia and China takes Iran's side, we are cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well go
Let's
get your
just put it like
seasonings
that.
now. Shit.
We are cooked. Like beef stew,
Yeah,
chicken
real
wings
shit.
on
Though,
this
like
on the Super Bowl Sunday.
war has been prophesized for like thousands of fucking years. Real shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what leads, and that's what's going to lead to this next topic. I feel like just going to a lot of the things that's been going on in the news have been distractions of this. There's not enough talk about these wars that have been prophesized and are actually showing face now, because the last and final topic of the night is Bad Bunny's halftime show performance. And we had some pre-talk about this, but I need y'all to make me laugh. Come on.
Man, I ain't trying to listen to for 45 minutes. I'm not
They
trying
don't
to
want to
listen
hear
to fucking
Kendrick.
reggaeton and Spanish. I think he only got 2 songs in English. I'm not trying to listen to those 2 songs on repeat for 45 minutes. That shit dead. And this
They
is the
could have
crazy
got
thing.
Sean Paul.
I'm telling you.
No, for
Hey,
real.
He said, "Hey, y'all want to
Can I
get
get
some? He could have got Sean Paul. Y'all was hilarious."
For real. But this is the thing. They went around and
Hey,
asked
Sean
the
Paul did like a
NFL.
good ass goddamn time though. A good
Yeah,
halftime show.
no, for real. The NFL put on Instagram. They went around and asked the players that's in the Super Bowl what's their favorite Bad Bunny song. And you want me to tell you what they all said?
nothing?
They didn't even know who Bad Bunny is. I ain't never listened to Bad Bunny songs. So you mean to tell me the niggas that's playing don't even listen to this nigga music? And you in California. I understand. You had Kendrick Lamar last year. Cool, whatever. You couldn't get Chris Brown. Everybody
YG
loved Chris Brown. White, black,
again.
Mexican. I think what you're trying to do
And
is
he
you're trying
would
to
have
catch the
had a
Negroes at their
bomb
game.
show too. You know that shit would have been fucking
And then y'all know
like
that the government uses like stuff like that, like Super Bowl as a distraction while they do all these goddamn
Yes.
military work.
they
behind the
using
scenes.
all of this as a distraction. Even the Grammys, even though the celebrities, probably did that on their own free will, that was even a distraction.
Yep.
But everybody in the
They
world is
This whole thing with ICE is a
watching.
distraction. If
Yep.
you saying that ICE are detaining these people, looking them up and letting them go, that's a distraction. Because you're wasting your time and you're wasting government money that could be going to other programs, that could be going to things that actually help make this world a peaceful fucking place.
Yep.
You wasting this time and you wasting this energy, you wasting this money as a distraction because you finna go and fuck with these peaceful ass people and they finna show you something. You finna fuck around and find out.
Yep.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And Iran got that Chinese motherfucking technology now, so they able to tell what drone, what plane, who it's coming from, and all that. So it's just like, might not want to do this, fly under the radar, but still might not work.
Yeah, they be
And they
messing
putting
with the
water
wrong
mines down
people.
too. I just
Be
found that
messing
out
with
too
the wrong
yesterday. They
people.
putting water mines down on around Iran, so if any boats or anything try to come up, they getting blown the fuck up. Thanks to China.
See, but then think about that. Now that's causing, ripples in the water. There, you think these storms been bad recently? Oh, they trying to mess this whole world up. What are they not? They're not using their brains. They're not thinking. They're
But
not thinking about the aftermath.
you know what I'm saying?
They using Bad Bunny's halftime show because he's the #1 streamer on Apple Music right now. They know that everybody is going to be watching and tuning in to the halftime show because the halftime show never had low amounts of viewers. The Super Bowl never had low amounts of viewers. So guess what they about to do? Like Hollywood said, they about to go ahead and get all this stuff ready for this war. And then the next thing you'll know, you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to see everybody talking about what happened during that halftime show behind the curtains. Never fails.
All I know is I love a good performance, but I already don't watch football and I'm not going to tune into a performance I'm not going to enjoy. That's just that on that. I do believe, though, let's not diss the music. He may not have no English songs, but
So y'all have never, so y'all haven't heard not one song from Bad Bunny. That's what you're telling me.
Not really. No.
I never heard one song from Bad Bunny.
Like, y'all go to the mall and hear this shit all the time.
I'm not gonna talk mess about it because I don't listen to his music, but like I've
Exactly.
never heard any
We don't
songs.
listen to Bad Bunny. You could have got Sean Paul. You could have got Egyptian. You could have got any other Spanish.
If they wanted to do some real reggaeton, if they really wanted to really get into let's get into it, they could have picked anybody else.
Yeah, Pitbull. I mean, Pitbull, they did Pitbull already.
Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
Pitbull, so y'all like the Pitbull performance? Goddamn.
I prefer that over Bad Bunny because I know some Pitbull songs. I'm about to be watching the halftime show up here on Google Translate trying to figure out what the fuck this nigga saying.
No, for real.
What the fuck? Come
With
on,
your
man.
translation app on.
I mean, but y'all think they have like one of those Ice stand-up performances where he talked about Ice because
he's definitely doing that.
I want to see him stand up and have like one of our Ice performance, like, oh, we're fighting back through performances and all that shit.
He's definitely doing that. He's definitely going to do that. Ice out, ice out, ice out. Nigga, go back to Puerto Rico. You a fucking American citizen. Get the fuck out of here.
Now that you say something, but I mean, you can perform, say fuck Ice and all this and that, but Z said, behind them closed doors and curtains, you gonna go on about your life and not really put what you just did on the stage into action.
That part.
Yeah.
I just gonna get you to something and then you're not gonna do anything or you're not gonna advocate for it in 2 weeks because you've already
because trust and believe me, all of these celebrities are going to be silent tomorrow. They're going to be silent next week. They're not going to have anything to say. And the ones that do have something to say are the ones that are actually advocating it in the streets. The ones who don't have to put on this big show and go to the Grammys and you know just pretend. They're the ones who actually are in the streets with people, with citizens who are having conversations with them.
This is the crazy thing. The kids in America are doing more than these citizens right now. The kids in America are literally walking out of school, but yet where have you seen a celebrity go out here and do a march for ICE?
And like I said, there's so many other topics that like tie into this, but like even certain celebrities that we've seen, you know, sitting with certain people. And like I was thinking about that the other day, like there's a lot of celebrities that can make different choices, but they care too much about the status. Y'all already have millions of dollars. Y'all already damn near on billions, if not trillions, because y'all probably hiding some money on the back because you got to put some cash to the side, okay? But even with all of that, y'all not helping. Like
you want to know what's crazy?
Y'all not making the necessary changes, and it's actually
this just came to my mind. This is crazy. 21 Savage and Amber Rose can do a slut walk, but yet when 21 Savage got locked up by ICE, why he ain't do no ICE march? He can do a slut walk with Amber fucking Rose, but when it comes down to ICE, I don't hear that nigga saying nothing about ICE. He's saying fuck the streets.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Where your morals? You know, supposed to be standing up for like your own shit. But y'all, we hitting that 30-minute mark. We're gonna go ahead and close out of here. Did everybody have their perspective on the last topic?
Yeah, I got mine now.
All right, y'all. We appreciate everybody for coming to the Super Bowl pregame show. This is the Modern Perspective Podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tune back in Sunday, 7 p.m. Thank y'all very much.
And we out.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Dang, you ain't in the live yet. I was gonna say something.